All right, I'll go team. Welcome back.
Mhm.
We are here to talk about the AFC and NFC championship games, which were, yeah, I don't know, exciting enough. And we will be joined by Matt later on to talk about who knows what, um, to be determined. But for now, we're going to kind of keep it on, on book, and we're going to talk about the football games. We have our Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl rematch for those of you old enough to remember, which I would imagine would be all of our viewers because our
It
viewers are
wasn't
just
that long ago.
sometimes our
Yeah.
friends watch, so they probably remember. Um, we have the Seahawks and the Patriots. It will be played in Santa Clara, California. I heard they're shutting down the electromagnetic field next to the stadium for the game.
Did you actually hear that, or are you making a joke?
No, no.
Oh,
I was
okay.
hoping you were going to play off of that. Um,
I got excited because I was like, because we've joked about it. I was excited to see if like they were taking fault for it or something. But I'm sorry.
yeah.
We'll cut that. Cut that.
Yeah. And the Patriots, who went 14-3, kind of cruised through the playoffs. But, I think we should give them some credit. Their defense has been incredible for the playoffs. They've
Mhm.
given up, what, like 25 points or something in three
Like one
games.
touchdown or two touchdowns or
Two
something.
touchdowns, I think. So yeah, pretty amazing stuff. Seattle beat their divisional foes in the Rams in what people are kind of saying was the Super Bowl. I'm not willing to go there, but we'll get into that.
Hmm.
Sam Darnold had the best game of his life, in terms of importance and performance. So good for him. And yeah, at the beginning of the season, what would you have said if I told you it would be Drake May versus Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl?
Um, you know, I would have thought that they were backing up the quarterbacks that were actually playing in the Super Bowl. No, I mean they were both 60-1, right?
hmm
I listened to the beginning of Bill Simmons, and they were saying that I forgot what the over under for the Seahawks was because I it was 8.5, and I was thinking like, why was it so low? And they were in a division with the Rams, with the 49ers. Like everyone thought the Cardinals were going to be good, so like it made sense where they were at, and who believed in Sam Darnold? Not many. I didn't, but no one else did, and I just got to give it up to them. There's not really much to say. Like they shattered all expectations, and they deserve to be where they are. Absolutely deserve to be where they are. They were the one seed. They went 14-3. Then they've been crushing in the playoffs. As for the Patriots, I mean, everyone and their mother was on their over, and they thought they were going to be better. No one thought they'd be this good. Um, but sometimes, it goes back to that old adage of it's better to be lucky than good. And obviously they are good, but they've gotten lucky. And, sometimes you create your own luck, but they've really gotten into being very lucky. But I'm
Yeah,
excited for this matchup. I really am.
I think it's
Two,
a good matchup. I like
yeah.
for people our age, that's such an iconic Super Bowl of the Malcolm Butler interception and yeah, what year was that? 2015 or so? And
Yes.
yeah, I don't know. New England versus Seattle. That's just like those are just like two like dogs from back in our day.
Hmm.
And both teams kind of went through a bit of a, you know, obviously New England had a 5 or so years after the best quarterback of all time left. And then they found another great quarterback 5 years later. That doesn't normally happen. And then Seattle, post Russ, they had these Geno years, which were fine. But yeah, I mean, both teams, you can just tell, like, these are good organizations. The Patriots, that goes
Hmm.
without saying, but Seattle too. I mean, they've been a really good team since we were, I don't know, like 10 years old, 9.
Yeah,
Now
absolutely.
we're 22, and they have still always kind of been like they've never been really bad since in that span.
Yeah. But even when
So,
they are bad, I feel like they are a good organization at the same time. um, which I think is very important because there are some teams, and we don't even have to name them, that when they're bad from the top down. Sometimes a
yeah.
team's just bad because the players aren't. that good, but the organization is like working through like fixing certain like making tweaks and fixing the players to make them a good team. But sometimes just organizationally is not good.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it shows what it takes to make the Super Bowl these days. It's defense, a competent quarterback, and a good head coach. I mean, it's the same thing that it's been for all our lives. It's good quarterback, competent coach, and top 10 defense. It's
Yeah.
really not that, like, obviously it's
I
hard to
know.
create that, but it's
It
really
can't,
not that hard of a
it just,
formula.
I feel like it can't go the other way in terms of defense. You know, like it can't be like, oh, they have this powerhouse offense, but their defense, ooh, they're 21st, 22nd in the league.
Hmm.
That can't happen. It has to be like, I mean, obviously you have to be good on both sides of the ball to make the Super
Hmm.
Bowl. That's a very obvious statement. But you can be more middle of the road offense if your defense is better.
Hmm.
Top
And
10.
and as I've gotten older and like really understood sports, it's every sport where defense is just as important as offense. In every single sport that I watch, in basketball, the Knicks have a really fun offense. They're going to score 130 points a game, but they're also going to give up 127. And if some of those shots aren't falling, they're going to go 3-9 in their last 12 games. It's just like how it happens. But when you have a foundation, a core defensively where like you're gonna be good no matter the day because you have the tactics and everything. Um, that's how you get you over the hump, and then you parlay that with a above average offense, and you're in the Super Bowl a year after going 4-13. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and get replace Gerard Mayo with Mike Vrabel, which I'd
yeah.
say
I
is
mean,
maybe the most important part of all of that. So, we can talk about the games. Let's start with
hmm
the AFC game because that was the first game.
hmm
Um, I think the way that I want to start talking about this game, because I feel like we have short-term memory loss every January when there's a snow playoff game, and we're like, wow, the conditions are really altering the course of this game. I can't believe this is happening in such an important game in January. And it's like, there's one
in
other
the
game.
middle of Denver. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like last year, you remember the Eagles Rams, I think second
hmm
round game,
hmm
and it just started snowing at halftime, and there were just fumbles and no one could score, blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean, this game, Spence, you said that Bo Nix, Jared Stidham, interchangeable quarterbacks. Do you still stand by
I
that?
I I I I don't, and I obviously jumped the gun, but I really felt that when he made that first throw, like in the way that he was doing, it was in the pocket, the way he was reading the defense, the way he was using his legs. They seemed very not like similar archetypes, just like similar levels ish. But once that drive was gone and the Patriots were able to like, and Vrabel pulled them over and was like, "Hey guys, calm down. Like I know that you are all like 24, 25, like super young. The AFC Championship. It's just another game. Just do what you've done your whole life." And it shattered Stidham. It really did. They made a small tweak of they just pressured him. And like we see this all the time where pressure quarterbacks who don't handle pressure, and there are very few that actually do. And like, yes, you might get beat downfield like they did, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna cause a fumble in your own 20-yard line, and you're set up for a touchdown. And that's what happened. And I think that threw Stidham off, and he became conservative, and the whole crowd was out of it because it was 7-0. They had the ball, they were driving, or they weren't driving, but they were like they had control. And once that happens, it's kind of over. Like you live bet the Patriots right then and there, like
Yeah.
100 times out of 100. Um, but I really don't think he was awful. That's like the Patriots defense has smothered every team that they played in the postseason. And like we make fun of CJ Stroud, but CJ Stroud was good. Like for a while ago he was good. But
It used to be back in the
It
day.
used to be back in the day. But yeah, uh, I don't believe that. I think Bo
Yeah,
Nix is there. It changes. I just don't know how much it changes. I really don't because that weather was fucking awful.
right. I think you didn't know that you were gonna be a little bit correct in terms of how the weather affected the game because
Hmm.
if you have Bo Nix in there, he doesn't make that backwards pass weird fumble play that is
Exactly.
what allowed the Patriots to score their only touchdown.
Hmm.
But Bo Nix doesn't have any more success in the second half once the snow starts coming down.
Hmm.
Because once Stidham got the ball for the first time in the third quarter after the Patriots had their 10-minute drive or whatever, and the conditions had really worsened to the point that they had, it was hopeless. And the Patriots didn't have much more success. Like they had one more decent drive after that with that flea flicker play, but then they missed the field goal
I
because
mean,
you
that
can't
was
kick
yeah,
in
that was
can't kick
yeah,
in
that was
that
a fun
weather.
play. You cannot.
So I don't know. I just at that point it doesn't matter whether or not you have Knicks or Stidham. But with that
Hmm.
said, um, Knicks doesn't make that turnover. That's just too
Hmm.
ridiculously bad of a play. That's a play that only someone who hasn't, played a football game in 2 years can make.
Hmm.
And also, I do think that Knicks would have had a little bit more success on his legs, but like I said, they
Yeah.
weren't scoring. To kick a field goal, they would have had to be within a 35-yard attempt probably. So,
Yeah. I just think I just think you open up the playbook like very slightly with Knicks in there, even despite the weather. Just like in general, like even
yeah.
before that, it just changes the playbook just a little bit more. So obviously there's that factored in, but that first drive, like everything seemed fine. Like he seemed like he was composed, that he knew what he was doing, he understood what he had to do, and that's why I was like, okay, just score like 15, 20 points. That's all, like just get them down the field. Obviously, I didn't know the weather was going to be that bad. I don't know if you knew that going in,
I
but I
had
was
no
just
idea.
like look at the Broncos defense. Just like get them like 18 points, really. Like, and then you should be fine, especially with what the Patriots have
Yeah.
done offensively in the playoffs. And
That
that's why I was like, that's why I thought they would win. I thought that the Broncos like Stidham would get them 18 points, 21 points, and then they
I
would win that
mean,
game.
that would have been more than enough. I think yeah, I mean, I feel like if Knicks is playing, they score more than 10 points.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
I guess we'll never know.
wha- I know we can say this a bunch of different ways, but what did you think of the going forward on fourth down when you could have kicked a field goal? Because I have very strong
Um,
opinions about it.
I mean, the obvious wisdom to have here is that he should have kicked the field goal.
Hmm.
Um, Especially to run a passing play, to me just feels irresponsible if you're Sean Payton. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, but with taking everything into consideration, it's a defensive game. Points are hard to come
Hmm.
by. Of
That's
course,
my
you got to get
thoughts.
that field goal. Of course.
Yeah. And it's easy for us to sit here after they didn't get it because they could have went and scored a touchdown and gone up 14 nothing or would have been 14
Yeah,
7.
I think it would have been 14-0.
14 nothing. Yeah, because it would have been 10 nothing. Yeah. And the game's already over before it starts. Um, but but you have a backup quarterback, eh, two really good defenses, so you just need some points to just get you started. And I'm assuming Sean Payton knew what the weather was going to be like in an hour and a half. Like, I don't know.
Well,
Like,
you would
you
think, but it
would
doesn't
think
seem like it.
it really doesn't. Because if he knew that, like, oh, we're about to get like 4 inches of snow in like 30 minutes, like, and no one's going to be, and they're literally wearing white jerseys, like, obviously we got to score. Um, I don't know.
The white
Um,
jersey fact was one that Tony Romo was really into.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Jim, you can't
You,
even see them, Jim. They're blending in.
I'm sure he's a big fan of the whites, Tony Romo.
What did you think about the way that they were trying to illuminate the yard lines
I
with
hated it.
and then
I
it was
hated
like
it
glitching with
so
like the
bad,
headers. Oh my God.
so bad, so bad. Um, But yeah, my last thing on this, and then because I really want to talk the Rams Seahawks game, but if you have anything else to say about it, please do.
Should we
Um,
talk about?
did
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we could talk a little, but the last thing I want to say is for the Broncos on the last field goal. Did you hear them after the game? You know how it got blocked and it got tipped a little bit.
Yeah.
You hear them say that they were a yard short because they couldn't see the yard line, the yard markers, so they think that they were a yard short when they kicked it or were they set up.
What do you mean a yard short? Oh,
But
like back, like the holder.
hmm
Oh, interesting. That's funny.
I mean, how? Like, I get if you can't see it, but how is it not just like ingrained in your mind where you see it and you're like, that doesn't look right? Like, how many times
I
have you
don't
been
know.
behind? Uh, I don't know. It feels to me that if I had done something 10,000 times the exact same way, like what is it, seven
Yeah,
yards? It's 7 yards, and it's
I think it's 7 or 8.
someone's now 6 yards, a full 3 feet closer. I feel like I'd notice that, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's a
it's
tough
true.
situation.
Well, they should have
What?
illuminated the yard line
Yeah.
markers for them. Then we would have been like, hey, look. Um, should we talk about Drake May being mid, or is like, does it not matter? I think it
I don't think
matters a
it
lot.
mattered. It definitely does, and I think that we'll see a little bit more because Santa Clara, it's going to be beautiful out. Like,
Mhm.
let's see how he faces the Seattle defense and see what they come with. But he's been pretty mid. But um, again, like we just said, you need a competent quarterback, a good defense, and you're in the Super Bowl. And like he's just leading this team, and he's good enough. He, like I saw on Instagram after the game, he said that he didn't tell anyone he was going to run the ball. It was not a read
Yeah, I
option.
heard that. I
He
heard
just
that.
kept it.
Damn,
Like,
he's just so crazy like that. He didn't even tell his wife. She was just too busy baking cookies.
yeah, probably. Um, but yeah, I mean, he was mid in the game. He had more rushing yards than passing yards, I think, if I'm not
I
mistaken,
think
or at
you're
least
right.
at least at
Oh
one
no,
point
I
he
think that's
did.
how he ended.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it because of how the game went. And I think that Broncos defense is just
Oh no, he had
unreal.
more
Like
passing yards. Sorry.
he had more at the end.
Yeah,
I think he did because he had
yeah.
that flicker. Um, but but like we've been talking about the Broncos defense so long. I texted you the Broncos defense is legit, like right away, because they were just doing stuff to Drake May that I don't think he's dealt with all year.
Yeah,
And he'll learn. He'll be fine. But
yeah.
not a good sign going in, I don't think.
I think it's hard just knowing that the Seahawks defense is also really
Really
good.
good. Yeah.
Um, the Broncos defense, it's not better necessarily, but their pass rush is better,
hmm
and that will make a big difference, of course. But I don't know. I don't know. He's played three really good defenses in the playoffs, and he's struggled a
hmm
lot. And
Yeah.
he's about to play his fourth really good defense in the
Yeah.
playoffs. So,
In the Super Bowl, like it's gonna be tough.
yeah, we'll talk
It's
about
gonna
the
be tough.
matchup stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Next
yeah.
game, Seattle. Um, I don't know. I mean, I know it was a close game. I know the Rams had fourth down inside the 10-yard line in the
hmm
end of the game, but that was still a pretty convincing win ultimately, I think, for the
Yeah,
Seahawks. How did
yeah.
you feel?
I thought the Seahawks were a better team. I really did. I think, you know, we could sit here and say that they were gifted a touchdown with that muffed punt, but then they were then the Rams were also gifted a touchdown after that.
Yeah.
I want to like obviously they needed an incredible Puka catch, but it was 4th and 12. They were going to punt the ball away. Like they were
Yeah.
gifted that
They
touchdown.
were gifted that.
Um,
Yes. So two
but
gifted
I do agree that the Seahawks were a far better team, and Bill Simmons said that he wanted to play the Rams more, and I think that's just a ridiculous take. I think that's just a foggy eyes looking at Sam Darnold as a quarterback. This is a really really good football team,
Yeah.
um, and I think. I think they were better. I mean, we can get more specific, but if you're asking who I like, you said it was a convincing win. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, I agree. Darnold was just great. Obviously, so was
So
Stafford.
good,
Both
so good.
quarterbacks were great. Um, both star receivers were also amazing. It was
Oh
really
my God.
that was I don't know
374, three touchdowns,
because
346, three touchdowns.
you miss plenty of Seahawk games during the regular season or like it's on Red Zone and you see the highlights. But when you watch a full game of Jackson Smith and Jigba playing like
Oh,
that, it's amazing. It's just amazing, and he
he's
was so
so
good.
good. He's so good.
And that catch that he made where he did
The
that
one hand.
well the one hand but also the one that where he kind of like got the safety to go one way and then he cuts to the middle of the
Oh
field and he
yeah.
jumps and he gets like slammed and he's just right back up
Get right back up.
and he was just
The
amazing.
opposite
So
of Tyler Lockett.
poor Tyler Lockett. But not to take away from Puka, he was also
Oh my
amazing, but we
God.
say it every week and he also lost. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, no, Puka had some amazing
160.
plays.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That touchdown catch, so good.
hmm So,
I mean, oh, are you? I'm ready to say that this is 1-2 in the league like, until Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson play a full year of where they were. Like, being the best in the league changes every year, I think. We
yeah,
could say, like, which one would you rather have? I think people would still say Justin Jefferson in the but both of these
yeah.
guys have like a real case. Like if someone chose Justin Jefferson, they're gonna go out there and be like, "You chose him over me," like.
I mean, I would say that these two are without question this season 1-2,
Mhm.
and
But
it's
going
just
into
such a
next
way to
season,
watch.
like
Hmm?
going into next season, I think
Going
I
into
think
next season, yeah,
until
I think they're
until
ranked 1-2.
until Minnesota gets a quarterback, and until Jamar Chase proves that he's not trying to be a whiny little bitch on the Bengals. I don't
Wait,
know.
did Minnesota have a different quarterback last year? I can't remember.
What was his name? What was his
What was that
name?
guy's name? Oh, wait,
I
yeah,
think it
he's
was
starting in the Super Bowl.
Damn Sarnold.
Sam Darnold, Scam Darnold, as Bill and Sal
Oh
were
my
trying to
God.
nickname him back in the
Before
day.
before we get into the game a little bit, is Sam Darnold on the best contract? Like, like not for him, but like for the team. Is that the best
Team-friendly
contract in the
contracts.
NFL?
That's pretty good. Yeah, I
Three
mean,
for it's
considering
three
that
for a
like
hundred or something
that
for a
Tua's
Super Bowl
getting,
starting for a starting Super Bowl quarterback for a one seed. I'm assuming favored to win the Super Bowl because I haven't looked yet. Um,
yeah, we'll do guess the lines. I mean, some of the quarterbacks that are getting paid more than him is really funny. I'll list you a
Dak's being
few.
paid double.
Dak's being paid double. Yeah, I mean, you have Tua getting paid 53 million, Goff 53, Purdy 52. Kyler Murray 46, Deshaun Watson 46, Cousins 45, Geno Smith 37. That's all above Darnold at 33 per year.
I'm
So
sure. I'm sure.
yeah,
Joe Burrow's in there and Patrick Mahomes,
yeah,
all of
yeah,
them.
of
But oh, you're
course.
saying the bad quarterbacks, the bad
I'm just
quarterbacks. Yes,
listing
yes,
some
yes,
bad ones. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Of
Yeah.
course, of course.
So
Um,
yeah, that's a good contract. I would agree.
and I feel like we're forgetting that Sam Darnold is doing this with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Great. Second leading receiver, Rashid Shaheed. Third leading receiver, their running back, Kenneth Walker.
Right.
Fourth leading, Cooper Kupp. Fifth leading, their third string running back, Holani.
Hawani.
Matthew Stafford has Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kobe Parkinson, Blake Corum. Like, he's doing it with less too.
Yeah,
It's the scheme, man.
it's a good team. You didn't mention Cooper Cup, did you?
I did. He was
Oh,
the
I'm
fourth.
sorry. Um, yeah, and
Sneaky
then
pickup though.
they
Just
got
having
Bobo
Cooper
a
Cup as like
touchdown.
having Cooper Cup as your third wide receiver. I know it's late stage in his career, but it's just you like to have that guy because he's going to get open most likely,
Yeah,
and if
and
you throw him the
what
ball, he's
my
going to catch
theory
it.
about receivers, these like past 30 receivers who can't get open quite as well and aren't as fast, is they always make the catch, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's like you throw it up to that guy and he's making the catch. Cooper Cup's always making the catch, but like, damn, you throw it up to Puka, he's always squeezing it. It's crazy. All right.
Like
I don't
I
know.
feel like the Rams, like it, like I get that they wanted to turn it over to Nakua and didn't want to be paying Cooper Cup as much, but I feel like Cooper Cup could have done the same role for the Rams and been just as fine. But it doesn't matter. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I just don't know the scheme.
Okay.
Um,
But in terms of the matchup, what are we thinking? Like, what are the strengths and weaknesses? Like, for one, think that the Seahawks defense is going to do well against Drake.
I, I think their defensive line, Seahawks defensive line,
I think,
is
but
gonna
I
do
think
very
that
well.
Patriots defense are really going to make it difficult for the Seahawks to run the
Hmm.
ball.
Yeah,
They were
and they
so
need
good against
to.
the run yesterday. Like, Denver could not do
Yeah.
anything.
I
So,
think I think that's the thing I'd be most worried about. Like, because I did text you. I was like, I want to hammer the Seahawks, and if I say that, that means bet everything you have on the Patriots. Because whenever I say that, I'm wrong.
yeah, dude,
Um, but
I'd be so upset if the Patriots win. I
but
don't,
the
I'm
mo-
just like,
but the thing that like would make me most concerned is the Seahawks, despite throwing for 340 yards or whatever it was, are a run first team. And the reason that they went to to throwing is because everyone can throw on the Rams. We've been saying it. Like Bryce Young threw for 250 yards on the Rams. Everyone was able to throw on the Rams. I don't think you're going to be able to throw as much on the Patriots, so they're going to have to rely more on the run. They're missing Charbonnet, so Kenneth Walker is going to have a really big load, and I think it's going to be they're going to have to scheme up some really nice runs to get that game going. Um,
yeah. I think it's gonna be hard. The Patriots, that defensive line's good, especially the interior. They get those big
mhm.
boys in there. They always stuff the run. So, yeah, I don't know.
But
We'll see.
But I think what's really going to set them, I think Jackson Smith and Jigba is a sneaky MVP, Super Bowl MVP
Hmm.
guy. Not sneaky. He's probably like second in odds or something like that.
What would
Um,
you have if this had been the Super Bowl, who would you have chosen for the MVP?
the Seahawks Rams. I mean, for what Darnold did going for 340, you kind of have to give it to him. But I mean, he doesn't do that without
JSN.
JSN going for 160. So it's like that's why a wide receiver is never going to win like regular season MVP because even if they go for 2,100 yards, that means that the quarterback probably went for close to 5,000. So it's like, but I think I might give it to JSN. He was just unreal.
I feel like it's the JSN MVP. It's just like I know that the automatic thing is to give it to the QB if he plays a great game, but I don't
But
know,
you
man.
you throw it anywhere within 5 feet of him, and he's catching the ball.
Yeah.
And he's not a big guy. He just it sticks to him, and he's so like I was watching some of the routes that he was running yesterday. He's just so good, man. Like ah, route running is just the most beautiful thing. Like when
I know.
done,
It's an art. It's crazy.
he
Um,
was just doing so well. Well, I think I would give it to JSN as the
yeah,
MVP of
I
that
me
game.
too.
I really do.
All right. So FanDuel doesn't
But
have
as
anything. Sorry, what are you gonna say?
oh, I was just gonna say, as a weakness, like the Patriots wide receivers slash quarterback matchup, I think is a pretty big weakness. So it's gonna have to be a 21-17 game if they're gonna win.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to really run the ball well. Drake May's gonna
Yeah,
have to do a lot with his feet, I think.
yeah.
Um, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think we should count the Patriots out, but
No, no.
I'm not alone in saying the Seahawks have a clear edge in this game.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna bet the Patriots, bet like May 65 plus rush yards or something like that. Like you
Yeah, or the
don't
under.
just bet that or the under. Like, yeah, you got to
Yeah,
combine it because
21-17. I agree.
there are absolutely game scripts that will show which team will win. So continue. What were you saying?
So FanDuel doesn't have anything right now except for the game and like the props with
Hmm.
it. So
Hmm.
no MVP, no Super Bowl MVP, nothing like that. But we will do guess the line, the
Okay.
singular line.
So I texted you this directly after the game finished, like within, a minute. I was like, what do I think it is? I said Seahawks by 2.5.
Is
Then
that
I
what you,
went
no, that's not what you
outside.
said?
I
You
know
didn't say
you if
that.
you look at it, it says edited. It says edited. I
Oh,
started with two
okay.
and a half. Then I went outside. Or no, wait, I think I started with 3.5. I think I started with 3.5.
Uh,
Then I started my walk, and I was like, man, that Seahawks team is good. What would it be if it was the Rams? And I think if it was the Rams, it was 3.5. But the Seahawks beat the Rams by 4 pretty comfortably. So then I went to 4, and I was like, nope, FanDuel's not doing a fucking even number on the Super Bowl. They're not.
no.
They're not pushing any bets. They're not doing it. It's like, well, if it's not 3.5, it's not 4. It has to be Seahawks by 4.5.
We have the receipts. He did send that, and you got it.
I did.
Yeah. Good
Oh,
job.
that's so cool.
Good job. Yeah,
Thank
four
you.
and a half.
Oh,
I guess 3.5. That was my guess. So yeah, I think it could have been anywhere 3.5, 4.5. But
three and a
yeah, we
half
have
to
four
five
and a
and a
half.
half.
It is
Yeah,
it is in the Vegas zone.
it is.
But it is right now minus 112 on the Seahawks side. So if anything, we're
A,
pushing
a little
towards,
5, right?
yeah,
Or pushing towards 4. I get that
pushing towards
mixed.
5.
Pushing towards 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not giving the full 5.5. 5.5 is almost too much in the Super Bowl. Like you
Yeah, that's
just can't
crazy.
unless it's like a matchup exactly like this, except the Patriots. Like if the Broncos had won, you know, and instead of my
Yeah.
quarterback, then it might
Yeah.
be 5.5. But it's like it has to be very, very specific for it to be 5.5. So it's just so many points, Like the Seahawks dominated that game. I really do believe it. You do too. And it was still only a 4-point game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we can talk. Nah, we don't need to talk props. Who cares? We don't do that anymore.
We have 3 minutes. Do you want to
Um,
talk about like who you want to would you take Seattle by 4.5? Would you take the Patriots
I
money
wish it was
line?
three. I wish it was 3.5. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that.
yeah.
Um,
Because it could be 37, it could be 21-17. Like that is like if you're gonna bet on a exact score, take both sides 21-17. Although I think those Seahawks offense is a little bit too good for that. But like that's the money right there, is that line.
I think I would take Seahawks by 4.5. I
I think so
honestly,
too.
I think
I think
my
so
gut
too.
instinct is that the Seahawks will win by more than one score.
Yeah.
Like I
That
think
was
the
my like
Seahawks will win by 10 points.
that's why I said the 3.5. And then I just like started I was on my walk and I was like, man, this team is really good. Like this team is really, really good. And the Patriots, God bless them, have just not shown me enough. I don't want to get into this easy schedule cakewalk because it's so hard to make the Super Bowl. So like especially when it's one game elimination. It's not like basketball where you can have a bad game and you're like, all right, I'm coming back tomorrow. Because we have so much evidence in basketball where the best team usually wins a 7-game series. Usually.
Yeah.
I would say like 80% of the time. But football, anything can happen. That's why I love it. Anything can happen any given Sunday, and it's a Super Bowl. It's one game.
I
Win,
just
and you're top of the world. Lose, and no one will remember you.
I just
It's
think
so hard.
the Seahawks haven't played a team this good yet. Or sorry, the Patriots haven't played a team this good
It's
yet. And
gonna be a
they
kick in the balls. It really
yeah,
is.
like they had one win against a winning team in the regular season. Then they played Justin Herbert with a broken hand. They played CJ Stroud with a broken brain or something. I don't know.
Brain.
And then they played
Jared
Stingley.
Stidham.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
After
I don't
having the
know.
easiest schedule in the regular season, again, the Bills could have been in this exact situation, but they didn't.
Shot in the bed. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm finding it really hard not to convince myself to not take the Seahawks by 4.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna bet on this because I just
I
don't
mean, I'm
enjoy it
not. I'm just
anymore.
like,
But
yeah.
I
I
think I would
think
take you guys four and a
I
half.
also I wouldn't take the points with the Patriots. I would just take them straight up because I think if the Seahawks win, they're
Yeah.
going to blow them out, and if the Patriots win, it's because they turned Darnold over 2 times, recovered a fumble, and they win
Yeah. You could
a
almost
low
get two to
scoring
one
game.
on taking the Patriots straight up money line.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. We'll come
we'll be
back
right
and
back.
do with Matt probably.
All right.